it's interesting how salespeople don't really get the best reputation. Like, for example, when you pick up the phone and someone calling about your car's extended warranty, or you're at the grocery store and one of the sales reps is trying to sell you the latest and greatest bag of chips, or when you're trying to buy a car and you're negotiating and the salesperson is just trying to upsell you to the next and best car that you can't even afford. So these salespeople, they get like slimy reputations, right? And when you just think of sales in general, people don't necessarily have the best connotation towards that and the best attitude towards that. But when you think about the greater world, everything outside of consumerism and being a consumer is essentially sales. Even when you're talking about, you don't necessarily have to have a sales job in order to participate in the sales culture or the sales ideology. When you're applying for a job, that's kind of a sales pitch for yourself. You want to make your value to the company known so that they can hire you and then you can have a job there. Even though it's not a job in sales, you're still selling yourself to the company, or maybe not like selling out, but you're trying to sell your value to the company and prove that you're a valuable candidate. And this goes for many other things, like in relationships, right? A lot of people just think it's like an interaction of a man and a woman, or whatever, woman and a woman, or a man and a man, whatever, different strokes for different folks. But it's essentially, if you boil it down, it has a lot of components to a sales pitch, or to sales in general, because you're trying to display your best version of yourself to this potential suitor, and they're trying to do the same to win over each other's interest, right? Maybe sometimes it's a little bit more of you doing the pursuing and a little less of the other person, but same principle applies, right? You're still trying to sell yourself and sell the best version of yourself to this person, or in order for them to give you like their commitment or their sexual access, something like that, whatever you're trying to get from them. And that, I guess it kind of sounds bad, like whatever you're trying to get from them and extract all you can from them, but that's not you know what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say that. It's just that's the nature of how the world we're living in is operating. It's more or less a transaction, and I'm not saying you should treat your relationships like transactions, but I am saying that in order to get the attention of people, or to make friends even, that goes in any type of relationship, not even an intimate relationship. When you're trying to make friends, you're trying to present the best version of yourself to these people, right? If you present yourself as a kid who listens to heavy metal, who loves playing electric guitar, or shredding a skateboard, doing all these different things, when that's not really you, you've done a bad job in your sales pitch, and then people are going to like you for what you sell and not for who you actually authentically are. And even this right here, this format of me pitching to you, I'm essentially selling you, not that I have anything to sell you in terms of a monetary transaction or exchange, but I'm selling you my ideas and my philosophies on life, and you can choose whether or not to accept that or not. I guess my transaction, since it isn't monetary, my transaction would be trying to sell you enough on my idea for you to like hit the like button or something like that, which you should. And I'm just trying to make you like the video enough, or provide enough value to where you like the video. In each and every single one of my videos, that's my goal, because I can't make you subscribe every single video. If making you subscribe was the end goal and you're already subscribed, then there's no point for you to keep watching the rest of my videos. My goal is to sell you on the ideas of how I view the world and how I look at life, in order to maybe have you accept them into your own life and your own ways of thinking, or just some food for thought, something to think about. I don't know why entirely you watch my videos, but I hope that what I'm saying here is providing value in each and every single one of my videos, because that is the core focus. It is a sales pitch, like everything in this world. Making friends, that's a sales pitch. Interviewing for a job, that's a sales pitch. If you boil things down, I guess that is the inherent root of a lot of what happens in our daily lives outside of being a consumer. Because like if you're not selling something, like if you're scrolling, if you're walking through Walmart, that act of doing that stuff and walking through the aisles and browsing all the different foods or miscellaneous items, you don't have to sell any, you're not participating in selling there, or you're not trying to pitch anything, but you are being sold to. So it's definitely interesting. Just basically what I'm trying to say is that anything outside of consumer culture and being involved in consuming, you essentially have to pitch and you have to partake in sales, even though it has like a bad reputation. So I'm not saying that people who are selling you, I don't know, extended warranties on your car, or people who are trying to sell you fidget spinners, they should get a better reputation. But what I'm saying is that a lot of things in life are like sales, and you need to view it that way, because if not, you might be falling behind in life, honestly. And a lot of succeeding in this world and getting ahead is based upon your ability to sell, mostly yourself, because being able to put your best foot forward and communicate your strengths will get you to different places. Like, you're not going to get a job, right? If you walk into a job interview and you say, oh, I'm a lazy slob and I sit on the couch for 10 hours a day eating potato chips and keeping up with the Kardashians, you think that job interviewer is going to hire you? Definitely not. So you have to think about these things. You are participating in the act of selling, and it's a very useful skill to get good at it. And I hope I've sold you enough on this video to hit the like button. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Remember to stay on target.